Okay, hi again. Let's go forward with families. So first we want to go and open a new family, and we want to open a generic model. So we'll click open. Okay. Now we're in our reference level. So let's do window tile, and ZA will bring everything open in the window. So we have four views open, but in this example, I want to open the right view. And I want to expand this view. So now what we want to do here, we want to import CAD. So we're going to hit extrusion, and then we're going to go to insert, import CAD. I've got this DXF file here. We'll use this because I don't think you have AutoCAD. So I'll email you this file. Sure, I'll have it, and then we'll go preserve colors, manual origin, and we hit open. Okay, now there's our imported image from AutoCAD or DXF file. And so I think here we want to change the extrusion in. It's at 1 foot now. Let's take it to 4. We hit enter. Now we can go ahead and add materials also. So now the first thing we want to do is select the material. So the material we'll use is, we'll go here to the asset browser. Over here we'll type in redwood. Select enter. We'll select the redwood and click these arrows here. And then we'll go to graphics and you select rendered appearance. And then we'll rename this to redwood. Apply. Okay. Now you see the material in our properties is now redwood. So now this is an extrusion, and you know we can't have overlapping lines or extra lines. So we need to go and delete these lines using delete command. Just use delete on the keyboard. Delete this, we can delete this way. And then trim. We'll split this from here to here. Go in and delete this. The whole idea is make this a shape with no overlapping lines. We need to get this out. And then we'll go split again to that point to that point. That's pretty fast. Just use modify. I don't know why I'm doing that. So we'll go split again. Right there. Modify. Have this. Right click delete. Looks like we have everything here. And now we can hit the green check mark. Should be done. Now let's go and look in our 3D view and see what we have. There you go. Good. Let's go to realistic. Beautiful. We have now a bench in redwood. We use the redwood material. Now let's continue on with this family. So let's go into the back face now. Go to the back. Now while we're in the back, we want to activate the create ribbon and select the set tool on the work plane. So here we go to create, and we'll select set, and from here we want to enable pick a plane. So we'll pick a plane and press OK, and then here we'll select the front face of the back support there. Okay, then we'll select show, and it should show up this way. If we select it, it should show up in blue, but you have to really check here. So let's go on the 3D view and have a look. Let's select show again. See, we're not right. This is not right. So let's go back to back face again. And let's pick that plane again. Let's do set. And we'll pick a plane. Click OK. There. We got it. Let's go to the 3D view. And let's do okay. So we're on that face. Okay. Now let's go to back to the Create tab, and let's create a form here. Extrusion. And let's go down to Materials. And then here we want to go to our Create Materials. So we want to create a new material. And the default material, we want to rename it. Now let's rename this to aluminum. You friends in Australia watching, you know we call it aluminum. It's aluminum here. We'll say OK. Hit enter. And then we go to our asset browser. Type in aluminum or aluminum for you people in Australia. And hit enter. And then we'll scroll down to let's go aluminum blue, iodized blue. We'll select the arrows, come back over to graphics, and the graphics is going to use the rendered experience. We want to use the rendered appearance. Click apply, OK, and there's our aluminum in our properties dialog box. OK. Now, what we want to do here is we want to go back to the back view, and we want to create another extrusion. Sorry. Okay, we're in extrusion command, so we want to create a rectangle, and we want to check the radius box. And here, this you can set radiuses. So let's set this radius at 1 inch, and then we'll draw our shape here, right about here, because we're on the back of that. I think we're gonna do some adjustment. This should be like 2 inches from the side. So we got it here now. Let's cancel that out, or let's hit modify, and let's move some stuff around. We want to make this, move this over a bit. Let's measure this, see if this is 2 inches from here to here. 1.25 inches, we want to make that 2. We could have did some other things, like we could have just mirrored it over, but I wasn't thinking of that. So there's 2 inches from that side. We want to add a dimension here. And from this side, it's a 1/2 inch, so let's make this 2. Modify, add this, move it over. That's 1.5. That's 1.5 inches will give us 2. Okay. And this, the top, let's do 2 as well. So go here and we'll go down. Let's do this. We can make a dimension. This is not important. This is not what I'm trying to show you guys, but we know how to do this. So let's move this down. Let's make this 2 inches. Well, not that important. I'm not going to waste time with that, so we can move on. But I would like to move this down. Let's see what's this dimension here. 1 3/4, so let's move that down another 1/4 of an inch. Okay. Now, once we've got that in, we need to change our extrusion in, and we want to make this 1 inch. Okay, we can delete these. We don't need them now. Okay, now let's do the green check mark, and we'll go to our 3D view. Ah, lovely. So now we have our bench coming together. So from this point, what we want to do, we're looking at everything, it looks good. We don't have to necessarily have this on now. We can shut this off. So now let's go into the, let's go, we want to create a reference plane. So we want to go into the, let me see what's a good view to go into here. I think we want to take our left elevation. So let's go into our left elevation. Okay. And so now we want to take a look at creating a new reference plane, no reference plane. So we'll go create reference plane, and then we'll select the pick line tool, and we'll pick a line here, and we'll stretch by the circles. Yep. And now we learned in the last exercise, we can rename our reference planes. So for this reference plane, we want to call this front face, or whatever you want to call it. Enter. Okay, so that reference plane is now called front face. Now, what we want to do from this point is we want to go and we want to set this reference plane so we can use this like this reference plane, because that's what we want to do. Okay, so what we want to do is we want to go back to the Create tab, hit the Set tool, and you want to pick a plane. So here's our front face, so we'll pick front face and say OK. Let me just cancel that. We want to open the back view, and open. Now we're in a back view on the front face now. So we want to look at Create tab, we want to look at Model Text. And in this dialog box, this is Memorial Day weekend, so let's say, and by the way, this file was copied from at least Malt's certification exam. I've been studying this and I wanted to video it, so we're going to say in memory of fallen soldiers. And click OK. Now we want to just place this text here, and let's just grab this text and let's go through this process once again. Let's create a material for the text. And so we want to go here. We want to say create new material. We want to create a new material. Okay. I'm going to right click and rename this to, let's call this brass. Check enter. And then we want to go to the asset browser and type in brass. Type enter. And we want to go with, let's go with brass polished. We'll click brass polish. We'll go graphics. Use rendered appearance. Click OK. And there's our brass in the properties dialog for this text. Now we want to take this text and we want to rotate it. Okay, we go 90 degrees, and then we'll grab this text and we'll hit duplicate. We always want to duplicate things. And let's duplicate it. Let's click OK. And so for this text, the default was 6 inches. Let's make this 2 inches should fit. Hit OK. And you want to take this text, since we're on this plane that we selected earlier, we want to take this text and just move it right there. And then, okay, looks okay there. Rotated and we renamed it, and now we've got our browse view. So let's go, we can turn this off. It's going to create tab. And we can turn off this. And let's have a look in 3D view. Fine, let's go. This is in wireframe, so let's go to our 3D view. Oh, we forgot something. Too deep. Let's make this 1 inch. Set that to 1 inch. Apply. And there you go. So now we're moving on with this park bench. We're running a lot of different functions here. If you can see, let's just roll this around a little bit. I should have probably used another brass material. Now you can see it a little bit. And we can grab this text now. We can make this even smaller. Let's do 1/4 of an inch. Poor guy's gonna be able to sit on it. There, that's better. In fact, we can even change this. Let's make this a 1/2 inch. Well, 1 inch is fine. But you see what's going on here? Now, let's have a look here and move on. So let's go back to the back elevation. Back. And now what we want to do is we want to select the void form. So let's go to create. Let's go void extrusion. Oh, first we want to do is pick a plane. So we want to create tab. And we want to set another work plane. And we want to pick a plane. Click OK. And so let's go and select. See if we can grab this guy. It's really not too important to pick this plane, but let's give it a shot anyway, because a void is a void. So let's just pick this plane right here. And then we'll go our void extrusion, and we'll create these guys. So we want to do radius again. And let's make this a little bigger. We'll make this give it a let's make this extrusion 8 inches. Let's make the extrusion at 8 inches. So it'll clear. And then we'll give the void, the radius, let's make this 3. Enter. Now let's go and place our void here. Right about there. And then let's go finish. Let's go look at our 3D view. As I thought, we missed the void. Over there it is. It's on the back. If we didn't go deep enough, or I should have put it on the face, but we know how to use voids. So we can just grab this and pull it through. Oh, sorry. I knew that. Put it the wrong way. Let's go to our left view. And there's our void form. And see, we're still on that plane. We can just pull this through anyway. But you see what happened. Let's go here. And back to the 3D view. And there's our bench. Okay. Now let's open the project. Yep. New project. New architectural. Click OK. Window tile. Shouldn't have these many windows open. Let's just go here. Let's do close hidden. I'm going to tile again. CA. Load into project. And there's our bench in our project. So, anyway, guys, this is how you use, we went over several things we did. We imported a CAD file, we did materials, we did voids, we did extrusions. So anyway, thanks for watching. Enjoyed this video, like it or send comments. And I'll send you the DXF file to work with. Thank you and bye.